Welcome to the Nerd Lag Game Club podcast, a video game podcast where we all play the same game and then we talk about it. I'm Corey and I'm joined by four party members today: Lauren,
Hey.
Tunza,
What's up?
Dan Boy,
EO.
and Hipker.
Hello.
In this episode of the Game Club, we play through an interactive narrative called Opus Prism Peak. This was our game for the month of May. Opus Prism Peak was released on March 26, 2026 on PC and Mac OS. Opus Prism Peak was developed by Sugono Inc., I think that's how you say it, and published by Shueisha Games. I probably butchered both of those. Sugono Inc. has developed other games such as Project Salon and a bunch of other games in the Opus series, which I'm not sure if all those games tie in together or if it's just the Opus branding, but there's like 4 total. I'm going to give a quick summary of the story to the game, but before that I want to give the spoiler warning, and I would recommend playing Opus Prism Peak before listening to this episode. This game is very story driven, so I think this is extra important in this episode. Anyways, we play as Eugene, a 40-year-old photojournalist that was driving to his grandfather's funeral when suddenly he gets into a car accident and wakes up and finds out that he's stranded in the Dusklands, a dreamlike spirit realm. Basically, as soon as we enter this realm, we meet a girl named Ren who is suffering from amnesia. We're then tasked with guiding Ren back home in hopes that we can return home as well. That's all I got for story at this point, because I figure we'll talk about it later, so I'm going to throw it over to Tunza, where he's going to talk about the gameplay and mechanics for Opus Prism Peak.
I think this game's classified as like action-adventure, but I think it's more like kind of a third-person walking narrative where you interact with objects, take pictures, and go along the segmented areas and interact with the spirits and do their little quests to figure out what their name is and help them get back their memories. The journal system's very like complex. Like it's a lot more than just of like, there's like decoding an alphabet, there's putting together clues to figure out who people are and like relative to the main character. There's a couple chase sequences. There's first person, just like what you would think from just your walking simulator games, but like you're interacting with pictures. I'm not really sure how to go into the gameplay on this one.
Well, it's definitely like choices matter based on how you respond to each different character. Depends on if you can fully unlock who they are, their memories, how they interact with you throughout the game, things like that.
Yeah, that all leads to like the journal too, and then you interact with the fire shrine, which is it lets you see their totems, and the totems will be like, show me like what I used to do, or what like the seer at this point or something.
Yeah, you have the fire bowl, which not only does it allow you to interact with each totem, which represents a character in the game, but it also lets you upgrade your camera. Wow, upgrade is a loose term, but gives you like more album pages, gives you like cleaning kits and different filters that you can put on your camera. All things that, well, some of the filters I guess aren't as important, but some filters let you see certain things, and then like cleaning kits make because your camera gets dirty over time. So adding in the seeds, which you collect by just interacting with items and reading about them. They've built like a really good world in terms of like everything that you can interact with means something generally.
Yeah,
Gives you a clue to how you should interact at least.
or at least like it gives you a clue to the characters or the world. Everything has like the lore built in, which is nice.
Yeah, but I mean, mostly it is narrative, but there is quite a bit of interaction. It's just nothing like super elaborate. Just clicking and reading and making the right choices. Do you guys have anything
Taking
else?
beautiful photos.
No.
All right, so I guess we'll move on to Lauren, where she's going to talk about the art design for Opus Prism Peak.
Okay, so the art style is a big thing here. From what I've been reading, a lot of people are saying that they would compare it to a Ghibli-esque style. It's bright, it's colorful. I didn't even make the connection until I was reading other people talking about it, but people are comparing it to Spirited Away. in the aspect of like, Chihiro goes through the tunnel, ends up in that world. Same idea. They go through a tunnel, they end up in this Dusklands, and they're going through their spirits in different places, and you're interacting with these characters. Uh 3D. I mean, I think it looks great. I don't really know how else to describe it. It's bright and colorful. I mean, when you go into certain areas, the sky has like a nice like stars throughout it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's interesting because now that you said like Spirit Away, it's very much that story in terms of
Yeah.
like where you are, not the actual like story itself, but definitely going into this new world. Each spirit kind of represents a person in your real life, just kind of like they do in Spirit Away. It all has like
Yep.
another meaning behind it, but a lot of the art is interesting because besides our main character Eugene and Ren, everyone else is represented in a animal, like a form of an animal.
Yeah.
So everyone has like a really unique design. I actually really like the way that they put all the effort into designing characters to make them not only feel like the human representation of them in the real world, but also working with like what they are. So like the dog translating into a girl, and you can tell what girl it is just based on design, which I
Yep.
thought was nice and helpful, especially because some of the like information you get can be a bit confusing in terms of like what the exact thing they want you to do is, but you're able to pick it up from flashbacks and current events and in their design. So I think overall it's done really well. It is very beautiful. The game looks really good.
Yeah, the one thing that definitely stands out too is like something in the story you follow, like the Ember Shrine petals that are on the ground. They stand out really well. They're like a goldish glow.
The
So
what
like
pedal?
Ember Shrines?
Yeah, like at the towards the end, where especially when there's like a lot of
Oh,
contrast.
I did not see those at all until the very end. I was confused.
Sounds
Did
about
you
right.
pay attention?
I did notice them. I
The
was wondering about-
flowers that they talk about for the whole
The
game.
first
I
level
know
you
they were-
take.
I know they were talking about them, but I was wandering around. I was exploring. I was having a grand time.
Okay. Anyways, well, yeah, they're like a nice gold glow, and it's visually it's just a nice looking game.
Right. Yeah. We'll. It looks good. We'll move on to sound design and music. So Dan, how about you tell us about the sound design and music for Opus Prism Peak?
So I don't really know what to even say about this. The music in it is good. It's not bad. There's not really much I can find about it. The most I can find on it is there is a guy named Kevin Penkin that composed 2 of the songs on like the soundtrack and everything, which he was the main composer, only composer, I don't exactly know which one, for Made in Abyss, which is kind of cool.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yay. Yeah, good old Kevin. He did I Am the Beginning, and where the hell was this one? I Am Farewell itself, I Am Life, which is like the very ending song that plays whenever you're on the bike.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah, I love that one. Yeah, made me happy. That was like my favorite part of that game. Like the music all played like throughout the game. I really enjoyed the music. I think the music was kind of my favorite thing about this game. And I tried to look up the voice actors because they seemed like they were important, like kind of people that I feel like I would recognize their names of. And I couldn't recognize a single person, so yeah.
No Sea Dog VA.
Nope.
He's part of like Joey the Anime Man in them's group for Trash Talk.
Just taste. Trash.
Yeah, whatever. That's what they do, right?
Kind of, yeah. They just banter.
But Sea Dog does the character Roy, which he kind of stands out because he has like that accent.
Yeah.
Where everyone else has like kind of the same, like they don't sound the same, but they have the same like cadence, accent, the way they speak, and then he's kind of like his own thing. So for me, he stood out quite a bit. And then during the credits, I found out that that's who it was. And I was like, oh, I know that guy. But I really like the song at the end as well.
Yeah, it was good too.
The song where you're like walking up to the peak of the mountain finally, and like she's actually
Ooh,
singing.
maybe that's the song I'm thinking of, actually. Yeah, because it has the
It's really
singing.
good.
Yeah, it's that one. Yeah.
I did also
Yeah,
like
that
where
one.
you're on the bike.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I think sounds good.
Yeah, they do a really good job. I think the music is a very good vibe in terms of like it fits literally everything that's happening. There's no like song or sound that's like out of place. All the voice actors knock it out of the park. They do a great job.
Yeah.
It sucked me in early when it comes to like character developing because they all sound like, I believe that that's who they are, if that makes sense. Like I see a dog
Yeah.
talking to me, I'm like, oh, I know this character. Like
They bring a good like anime quality voice acting. Like I felt like I was playing through an anime. I think they did a good job with that too.
Yeah.
yeah, I had a good time listening to them speak. There's no part where I was ever like, come on, let's get through this. So yeah, we're gonna open up the floor. So Hip, how about you open it up for us and tell us anything that made an impact or just anything you want to talk about?
I know it's not about the game.
What?
It's about the game, but it's not about my experience with the game, okay? I've been sitting here looking through reviews and I find one that just says, ignore the playtime, played it pirated, and I thought that was hilarious.
He's already looking at reviews.
Yeah.
Well, that's what
This
I'm always
guy.
doing. I'm always doing that while we're doing the beginning part. No, I really liked the whole idea of the photo, like the camera is how you see people basically. Like you have to, everyone wants to have the seer take their photo because it makes them not like remember them. It makes them remember themselves.
Yeah, it has like an underlining meaning, right? So people always want to see themselves, and what's the best way to see yourself than a photo?
Yeah.
I think it's an interesting concept because they begin to fade from what they refer to as the shade, as like
Which
is like losing yourself, right? So
yeah, was it ever
Eminem, yeah.
discussed like what the shade like its counterpart is? Because like obviously whenever you take photos of it, it like blows up into a bunch of little like photographs. Like it was never discussed what the shade's like real world counterpart was supposed to be.
my assumption
I thought
was
the shade.
go ahead.
Go ahead.
My assumption was that it's like it symbolizes kind of like death, right? Like it's all the photos that you take with you, the way you remember somebody. So when you stop remembering that person, they would disappear. That makes sense.
Like when you
There's like
what the
that.
hell's the like old saying of like you don't die until the last person that remembers you is gone, like stops thinking of you, or so. It's something along those
Yeah,
lines.
like the last
Yeah.
time your name is spoken or something along those.
Yeah.
But that was my understanding of it. Dan, did you have a different?
Yeah, I don't know the right way to like word it exactly or explain the way I took it, but the best I can explain it, the way I took it was just like a symbol for kind of doubt in a way, because it's like, it destroyed the cafe. He kind of ended up losing the cafe and everything, being consumed by, him losing people in his life. And those are the animals that are like slowly fading away, or, whatever.
You think it could be like symbolize
like-
anxiety? Way?
Yeah.
Like, because he's very like our main character is very like negative because everything he's done has turned bad.
I feel like if like any emotion, it'd be like depression or not. 'Cause, like it's the shade. It's a darkness that consumes you until you forget who you are.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Maybe
think
depression might be like the more way to explain it. Maybe, I don't know.
I think it's like it's done in a way, and maybe this is why they don't directly tell you what it is, but maybe you take it the way that you think it might be, kind of like an open Like, what would
Maybe.
be that for you in your life so that you can relate more to the character? So, like I said, I took it as death because a lot of the people that he's remembering are no longer around. But I don't know. Tons of Lauren, did you guys have any thoughts on that?
No, I was kind of in the same realm as you, where it was like death or it's like you said, like them coming it's coming towards like getting people to remember and them disappearing forever. That could be dying, that could be whatever.
Also, I don't know if it was is Rem, is she just like another person that got trapped there? Because
Yikes.
she like
No one
disappears.
didn't pay attention to the game.
I didn't pay attention to the very end. I
It's
zoomed
you.
out. Okay, that's what I thought, but then she was talking about like someone calling her name, and
And
him
then
it's just younger you.
yeah,
No.
then your
Well, yes.
daughter gives
It's
like her a body.
it's like three
Yes.
things mixed together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, that's why I was confused.
It's like you as a child, I want to say almost like the spirit of your daughter that you lost, kinda, and then like
Yeah. I don't know.
the
Because like at the end when she's talking about how the animals are calling to her or whatever, and then he's telling her to say hi to like that he misses him to his grandfather. Like I was confused. I was like, I don't understand what this person represents because I knew what all the animals represented.
Did
I
you
think
get
it's when he's
the
in the fever. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
did you get the cutscene where he's in the fever as a child and they have all
Yeah.
the totems around the fire and stuff? That's what they're
Yeah.
talking about going back to.
Okay.
Yeah, Ren was just him as a child whenever he had the fever.
there's
And the reason it was a girl was because your daughter gave her like a body.
Body.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So your daughter's the butterfly then.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh
Okay.
my
Like,
god, someone didn't fill out the journal!
there's a little more to that in the true ending. So there's an extra cutscene if you get the true ending, where you are in that realm as yourself as a child, and you talk to like another spirit, and they kind of
Yeah.
explain like
How do
time
you get the
flows
true ending?
differently there. I'm not exactly
That's just
sure.
the plot of Dark Souls.
I'm not exactly sure what triggers it fully, but you have to basically 100% the journal.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, so I didn't get
I
it.
miss the mom.
What? Somewhat. Okay.
I was
need
just trying to
see
move.
this true ending.
There's
'Cause I
just
feel like
really-
that's what I watched, but my ending did not say it was that.
Because it has like
Let's say,
there's
I
like
got
a
the first
whole another scene where they're back in the star, like what was that called, like the star,
The Great Flow.
the Great
yeah.
Flow. Yep. And you're just like you just like sit with like a outline projection of another child that looks like you. So it's like whatever being is in that realm.
What's your god?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you had to get enough for all the statues at the end and do all the murals and all the runes.
I
which
think
I
it's
did all the runes.
I think it's like
So I filled
like
out the,
100%ing it or whatever.
No, basically.
I filled out
But
like
not
the alphabet
exactly.
thing. I did
Yeah, the
not mess
runes.
with those. I did not mess with those statues and like in the fire. I did not interact with them at all.
That's crazy.
Like at the
They give you
end of the
a lot.
game, whenever you see all the totems again, and then they all crack or glow depending on how much you filled out of the journal.
So my only
So
issue,
that's why when I walked into that room, they all blew up. Not a single one was left
Oh
standing.
my gosh.
I was confused. I think like the ox was slightly damaged, but I was like, I don't understand what just happened.
They completely crumbled?
Yeah, all of
Oh
them
my
completely crumbled.
I
Oh
didn't know
my
that was a
gosh.
thing. Mine all just like, well, 3 of mine just slightly cracked, and then
I
all the other
think
ones
the only
glowed.
ones that slightly cracked were the ox, which is your dad or whatever, and the butterfly. All the other ones exploded.
That's crazy.
Speaking of that, the dog for
Yeah.
your friend, I hate
Jean.
Jean. I hate the description of that because two things fit for her, right? It could have been close friend, childhood friend, first love. Could have been anything. Because there's not that much to it that like points it in one way or another. So like I got her thing wrong in the
Oh.
journal because I was like,
you
this
do?
is a childhood friend because you meet her when you're like 12.
Oh,
I
except
assumed
for
it
they
was,
had that
like,
weird like,
a first
I'll
love.
wait for you type thing at the train. So I
Yeah.
just assumed,
Yeah, but like,
and he's like, you can't come with me or whatever. I figured that was first love.
yeah, but like, I took it, you know, they were childhood friends and everything, but like, ex-lover kind of, I feel like, precedes all of that. Like, that's the most important one, I would say.
I just think it's like one of those things
that an
where
option?
like, yeah, there's like a ton of options. I just feel, me personally, I felt like that was, you're leaving your
No,
friends.
I think you're.
There should have
you're
been
right.
maybe a little more like romantic complex, like background maybe, because I'm like, she could still be bitter if you were just like, if you guys were like best friends and you just left and never said
Yeah,
anything.
never came
She
back,
could be
yeah.
bitter but still wait for you. And then you get like the whole like, her and, you know, Phil get married and you don't go to the wedding. And then I'm like, well, I already picked, so now this makes more sense. So maybe like that cutscene should have went earlier, but
Like,
or maybe I'm
yeah.
just dumb. I don't know.
Well,
but-
those are weird because they're like, "Hey, why are you here? Why do you look miserable?" Thanks. I'm already feeling bad.
Did you guys have a favorite character?
Grandpa.
Like out of the spirits, I really like the main guy. Like I feel like I kind of related to that.
You mean like Eugene?
Yeah.
Well, he's not a
Oh,
spirit.
okay. Yeah.
Well, I said like
Yeah.
if out of the spirits or everybody, because I would pick Eugene,
just-
but if it's out of the
Just
spirits,
like
it's probably
characters in
Roy.
general. I really like
Roy.
Roy.
Which one was Roy? Was he the bear?
He's the bear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boss.
okay.
That I think went to. He was implied he went to jail.
I'm pretty sure he went to jail.
That's what I thought, but then
I
like,
don't think he went to jail. I think he was murdered by the mafia.
That's what I
Yeah.
thought. He got
That's
like
kind of
whacked.
a-
But his
too.
things, like when you do like his like
I don't even
his
think. I think
thing-
it's the. I think it's the like company destroying the mountain.
it's the
They said
frontier.
They said they're going to talk to him up in the mountain, and he never comes back.
Well,
yeah,
yeah.
and when you talk to like his spirit or whatever at the end, he literally says he went to the Dawnlands and that he could see his wives there and they can't keep his
Yeah.
daughters from him anymore or
Uh,
whatever. And he says like, "Don't hurry up to come here." So I'm like, he's not alive anymore.
Well, there's that like scene where he's like leaning against the wall and he's like, "Oh, I'm just hungry, thirsty." He's like, "You have a good one. Like, don't come looking for me.
Yeah.
I lived a good life. I'm okay with this." So I was like, "Is he dead?"
Yeah.
I don't know. My favorite's the poor guy, the train conductor.
Oh, Phil.
Yeah, he was good too.
He's a chill guy. He doesn't care about his name. He's
Dude, I
just
loved
there.
him on
He
his
just wanted to
motorcycle.
ride a train.
His fucking motorcycle and riding it up. So good.
I think if I had to pick a favorite character, it might be Morris.
Morris is good.
Which one's Morris?
The
His
Goat.
mentor.
his mentor.
The
Oh, the old man.
Yeah,
I did
Yeah.
like him.
he just has such good vibes, man. He's just so down to earth.
You would hang out with Morris. I can see
would.
it.
Well, the fact that he like
Yeah.
in like real like in the like not the spirit realm, he gave him like his first job opportunity. He paid him to take those pictures
He taught
and
him
write
everything he
articles and then
knew.
mentored him
Yeah,
and then helped him get onto his next job. That's really like yeah.
story's
the
so
goat.
sad.
Yeah.
They go out and he's just like, "Hey, I need you to I want you to take these pictures or whatever," and then he just fucking dies. He just has like a heart attack and dies. It's so sad. I bet you Dan really liked what character
The
fits
dog.
Dan. He probably likes the weasel.
I mean, I like
The
them
weasel
all.
was cool.
technically.
The weasel was kind of cool, but I preferred oh god, I don't remember what the hell his name
The
was.
panda lion or whatever. The guy in the trash.
Yeah.
Harold is
I don't remember what the
his bestie.
Yeah. Harold was a good guy.
Sure.
Who's your pick? Or are you just going with that
Who's your
one?
favorite
He's just like, oh,
character?
you sure
Don't know
that
his
one, I
guy.
bet.
I don't remember what the fuck his name was, and then you guys started saying Harold, and I was like, yeah, and then I feel like you like circled back on
Which
it.
one?
See, that's why I said I don't remember what the fuck his name is.
What's the animal?
It's the ping pam pam
Yeah,
pangolin.
yeah, that-
pangolin.
Yeah, that's Harold.
Okay.
Notice that
Yeah.
no one picked the unicorn.
No one cared about fucking Irene.
There's no
Nah.
way her name was Irene.
Oh, this guy doesn't pay attention to characters.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's not what they're called in the spirit realm. I don't care about the real people. I'm here for the animals.
Okay.
All I
I'm
know
the
is
spirit.
I,
here
I
for
would
the air.
die for Grandpa. I wish he was my grandpa. That'd be sweet.
The dad was kind of a bastard. I'll be real.
Yeah, I don't really like
He
the
was doing
dad
it
all
for
that.
you the whole time.
It's wild how like terrible his mom was. 'Cause she's like, I just can't do it. I'm gonna leave you.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Stupid fish.
Ooh, did you guys take the final photo before you left, or did you just leave without taking a photo?
Like
Fine.
of everybody.
Yeah, when you jump off the ox
Oh,
at the
you
very
had
end.
to.
I took the
I took the
photo.
photo.
Do you have to? I didn't try to not take the photo, so.
Oh no, I mean you could have not, but you have to.
Yeah.
There's like so there's an ending for every letter of the alphabet, which I don't know where
Yeah.
any of those like I
There's a
don't know
lot of
which
them.
ones are
So
what.
Pip got one of them.
I got one of them, yeah.
Is
I don't know
that-
what letter I got, but I got one of them, yeah.
Is that just telling them like I don't want to do this anymore?
Yes, it's every spot where you're like, I don't want to do. The one I got was I went across the ocean with the shade.
Does
It's
it
like whenever you-
reload? Like where? Like,
Yeah,
it's
it
your last
instantly
save? Okay.
reloads you right. No, it's not even the last save. It's just right there where you make the choice.
So
But
you
yeah,
have
it's
a
like
choice, but not really.
it's the one where the like shade looks like Ren, and they're like, "Oh, go
Yeah,
back
in the
into the
water.
cabin, stay here."
I mean, I guess I got one too. It was like right in the beginning. I walked away from Ren, and it was like, all right, leave it. Or I was like, whoa, what the fuck? I was just exploring.
That's crazy. You left.
It was
the
at
kid
the
in middle
lumber
of the
mill. It
woods.
was like the first area you opens up. You're like, la la.
Dude.
Did we expect the ending? Did you expect the waking back up in the tunnel?
Oh yeah, we were
Yeah,
promised
yeah.
that the whole time.
I didn't know if maybe it could have went a different direction.
I would have been pissed if it went in a different direction. What was I doing all that for if I wasn't getting
I
rescued?
was hoping we were gonna find Grandpa just out in the wilderness.
Well,
That's
we're
how it
going
was
to his
gonna end.
funeral, so it's assumed they found
No,
him.
no. They
No,
said
no,
that
they
he's
said-
been missing for
For 20
decades, so
think
they're
it's
just
20
having a
years or-
funeral.
Almost
I-
30 years at that point. 'Cause I think
I
he'd
kinda
been
just
missing.
assumed he was dead.
13.
Yeah, because he was a child when he.
He was
took off.
13 or whatever, because that's when his dad was like, he
Yeah.
fucking, like,
Man,
you know, his dad's 13.
imagine that. So like his grandpa disappears shortly after his mom dies in the flood because she goes to come visit him. Even though the dad's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, she never shows up. She's fine," and then she died in the flood. Then you lose Morris, like in your early 20s, like basically your actual father figure, because your dad's pretty distant, and bitter.
Like after, yeah. After
Yeah.
You
the
know, to be fair
frontier
to
or
the dad,
whatever.
I guess his dad wandered off into the woods, presumably died. His wife left him, died.
Everyone
His job
yeah.
shut down and moved. His hometown was getting destroyed by a company. Like he had every right to be bitter.
Yeah, I mean, basically everyone in this has like a tragic story.
Well, yeah, and
almost.
yeah, they're all pretty.
Eugene's ex-wife Irene, like they have a baby together, they lose the baby, and then they divorce.
He never tried to like console. He would just run from his problems.
He literally was just like, we could just watch a movie.
Yeah.
You want a cat?
You want a cat? You've always
Yeah.
wanted a cat.
Yeah, let's get this
All
cat
I'm
to
saying
replace
is-
your child.
That would cheer me up. A movie and a cat? I'd be like, damn, what was I even sad about?
But overall, the story is very good.
Yeah, I like that.
Every character feels unique in its own way. It's just, it does a good job. Like I enjoyed playing it. I burned through this in like 2 days.
Yeah, me too.
So I was pretty happy with it. Do you guys have anything else before we head into see how long it took us to complete it?
I feel like there was something I wanted to point out, but now I
There
don't
was
remember.
too, and it
I
was
should've
like
wrote something.
it was like a message. Like it had it was just like saying, if he was talking about, like, grandpa was telling him to look through the pictures. If you truly look, you'll understand. And then it's like, oh, you actually had to understand the people you were taking pictures of. That was the message. Basically, I was like, that's a good message. A good one. I phrased that wrong, but someone went wrong.
Yeah.
I guess
But I like had that and was like, this is good. I like that. Good message.
Good soup.
Yeah, good soup.
we'll end this segment with Grandpa is MVP.
Yes.
He raised him.
Sure.
I love Grandpa.
All
I
right,
don't
so
know.
let's move on to time to complete. We'll go around and just see how long it took us to complete the game. So, how about with Dan? How long did it take you to finish it?
So I'll be
Damn long.
honest, I got tired of playing and I just left it running for 3 hours while I bed rotted. So I was at 12.4
Yikes.
hours. Yeah.
Hit.
So I finished in 7.3.
Speedrunner.
Speedrunner.
Okay, guy.
Lauren.
It says 10.9, but I did load it back up for a little bit, so I'd say it was probably closer to 10.5-ish.
Hanzo.
I feel like Bond's wrong, but could be right too. I played on the Steam Deck, but 6.6 hours, which I had like 2 or 3 going into it, and then I played I played a bunch, so I feel like that's wrong.
It probably hasn't updated. I would say probably if it's between the two that I knew you had and what you've played today, it's probably around 9.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I was like, it didn't update, but I played all on the Steam Deck.
And mine is 10.6, so just a little less than. Could be. I don't know. Lauren could have less if she rebooted it, because I didn't reboot it after finishing it.
Yeah, I was going through, like, trying to find the stuff that I missed. So I probably put at least another half hour, maybe more into it.
All right, so now we're going to move into recommendation. Each episode, we go around and find out if we would recommend the game and why or why not. So starting with Lauren, since you picked it, would you recommend this game and why or why not?
Definitely. It was better than I even expected it to be, considering I really wanted to play it. And honestly, I was telling Corey after I played it, I think it's my favorite game I've played on the podcast. So that's some high praise for me. But it is my type of game, so there's that.
Yeah, it's very much up your alley there.
Yeah.
Hit.
So this is gonna be surprising. You ready? You ready for my recommendation?
Let's see if it matches what I
Mhm.
think you're gonna say.
Oh, what do you think I'm gonna say?
I'm not gonna say it until you say it.
Oh, okay. All right. So realistically, I enjoyed chapter 1 and 2. Chapter 3 was such a drag, and I was hating the game by the end of it. But the last few chapters pulled it back. I really enjoyed the last like 3 or 2 chapters of that game. I recommend it.
Is chapter 3 the Nameless City?
Chapter 3 is where you start in the Nameless City, and it does not end until you're like way into the mountain, basically.
Oh, to like the temple, right? Or is it?
Yeah,
the
it's like it's like the longest chapter. I want to say it's like 3. It took me like 3 or 4 hours to beat that chapter by itself.
That's
That chapter's long.
I
I think my problem is it was one of those chapters in a lot of games like this where they just make it overly long for no reason, so it drags out. For the rest of it, I enjoyed.
I can't say I dislike the Nameless City, but that part in general does kind of feel like a slog.
See, I didn't
in
hate the
terms
Nameless
to
City. I just
everything
hated
else.
how much of a slog and slow it was.
Yeah, because when I was in that part, that was when I was kind of like, I know I need to click on things to get the seeds and to find all the like information and stuff, but like part of me wanted to just move forward. So I understand that, and I'm not too far off with my thoughts. I thought you would like it, but I didn't know if you'd recommend it.
Oh, I recommended it. I thought it was a good game. I did look at the other games in that series, and I think if we played one of those, I would have not recommended it because those look like they're top down.
Oh, interesting. Dan?
I'm like in a weird boat because it's like I really enjoy the story, but like the actual gameplay of itself, I'm not really a big fan of. And it might just be because we've played. This is the third camera game we've played on the podcast. So I don't know if that had any effect on me not wanting to take pictures anymore.
Oh man, I
But
love
like
taking
I
pictures.
really loved the story and the characters.
Oh, is it gonna be like my review of the what the hell that Academy game where I was like, this game sucks. I think they should just stick to making stories instead of games.
It's just like
I do
I
wish
think
they
it's a great
incorporated the
game.
camera more.
it's just I kind of hated just walking around everywhere with not really much to really do. You know, besides take photos, I guess.
more.
Okay, guy. But like I enjoyed it, so like I kind of want to recommend it. Like if you're like Lauren that would really enjoy those kind of games, then yes. But if you're not that kind of person, you're not gonna enjoy it. I don't think.
Okay, so you're on the fence.
Yeah.
Tunza?
Yeah, I would recommend it. I liked all of it. I liked the taking the pictures, and I think they rewarded you for like clicking on everything. Sometimes you just click on stuff in games like these narrative games. You're like, oh, that was cool. At least when I went on my way to take a picture or something, it gave me like lore to a reason, and then you did the totem stuff and the fire. I was like, oh, this is a reason I clicked that, and I did it without it telling me to do it. But yeah, I liked it a lot. I think the message of the game's good. The art's good. Would take pictures again.
Good thing our next game is about picture. No, it's not. I would also recommend it. I really enjoyed it. I love the characters. The narrative is good. I love the way it looks. The only thing that I would add to it, let me sprint. That's it.
I need that in every game though.
Yeah, so like there was just parts where like I knew I was missing something, and it was like in the beginning of that section. I'm like, man, I gotta walk slow as shit all the way back to the beginning because I was trying to 100% it. So I was like, all right, well, I'll do it, but I'm like, I'm not happy about it. I'm pouting.
That's probably like the good thing of me having my deadline of like, I have to beat this now, like right now. So I was just like, no, too far back. No, like you're too slow.
But yeah, I really like everything. I recommend it. I think it's a good time. I will say there is like a weird. I don't want to say it's a bug because I don't think it actually is. But in the very end, when you're heading up to the peak, if you walk past a certain point and come back, you can't open your journal anymore.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So
That's probably done on purpose.
Probably.
It's probably intentional. They didn't plan for you to walk backwards.
Is it after like the thing that pops up and hits the lyrics, or is it before?
I can't remember exactly. I just know that I passed like kind of almost up to the hill, like that first little like windy snake before you get to the top, and I was like, oh, I'm
like
missing
when the music.
I'm missing a picture.
When the music playing?
Yeah, the music's playing and they're talking.
I think it's
because
I think it purposely does that.
But I missed one of the murals, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna go take a picture, and yeah, it lets you take the picture, and I can save and interact with the fire bowl and everything, but you cannot open the journal anymore. Which was
maybe
interesting.
Maybe
I don't know.
That wasn't. I'm thinking maybe farther. Like when the music kicks in, it's like, do you want to see the lyrics? And you get like whatever. It was Y on the Steam Deck, and it was like it brings up the last page, and I was like, it wouldn't let you do anything else.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. I ran into that, and I was like, well, that's kind of unfortunate, just because I couldn't place them into the notebook, but like, I knew what they were. I only had that one left.
Yeah, it does look like it has a level select stuff, and then there's like the item you get after the credits roll, like a watch that lets you skip scenes or something.
Yeah. It looks like you can go back through and like finish it off if you were missing things.
Yeah, I was looking at that was part of a update they did.
But yeah, overall, I'd still recommend it. So that's looks like everyone's pretty much on board. Dan is a yes/no, depending on who you are. But we are gonna head into the reviews and see if people agree with us. So usually we check the Steam pages and read some reviews to find out if it was good, bad, or funny. So Hip, is there anything?
It's a lot of just very positive. Like a lot of people just recommend it, saying it's a very cute, artsy game, good story, good characters. There's a few people that I see talking about how they don't like it as much like the other games, which I don't know. I don't like.
Maybe they're more like story. The other ones are like story focused without like the interactiveness of like maybe potentially missing stuff, so they felt like anxious or like, oh god.
Or maybe they're more like gameplay.
Oh, maybe, I don't know. Or yeah, exact opposite.
Yeah.
This one just says I miss my grandpa, but yeah, it's just a lot of people talking about how it's a very good aesthetic looking game, has a really good story. A lot of people talking about how they cried, so
I could see that. If you were like going through it, some of those parts could really hit home.
Damn, this person put 40 hours in. Their review says 9 out of 10 story, 8 out of 10 art, 8 out of 10 music, 7.5 out of 10 gameplay. And they said they played all the previous games.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, I didn't look too much into it. So like the Opus is there for all of those other games, but I don't know how if they tie
looking
in.
at them, I don't think they're connected in any way.
Yeah, they don't. They're all, it looks like individual stories.
Yeah.
Maybe like some of the language stuff or something, because at least one of these cutscenes kind of looks like the same like art as some of the signs in the spirit world.
Maybe, but like for example, this one, it looks like it's post-apocalyptic.
Interesting.
This other one, one of the people's like it's all in outer space, and the one guy's like he's like a not a castaway. What the hell's the other word I'm looking for?
A drifter.
No, he got banished. He got banished
The
from
Shadow Realm.
Yeah, to the Shadow Realm.
Yeah.
He's looking
Heart
for
of-
Yugi's
heart of the-
grandpa.
Heart of the cards.
Grandpa.
So I'm curious,
So cute.
not so much for you guys, but for Lauren. Do you think you would go and play the other ones?
After looking at them, because I did look, because I was like, hey, I didn't even know this was like a series or whatever it is. I don't think I would like them as much, just based on like the art style and them being like top down and stuff. What I can say is reading interviews from the company, they said that with this one, they took the approach they did because they want their future games to give them more freedom for like cinematic stuff. So I definitely would consider anything after this game. The things
agree.
before don't really look like they're more my style, but anything after I definitely would consider if it's like this.
I will say their second game, they have the prologue as free to play on Steam. So
Always
Might be
check it
worth
out and see.
trying. Yeah.
All right, so looks like the game's reviewed very positive. But if you've played it, let us know. We'd like to know down in the comments below what you think, or if you've even played it, or even know what this is. And we're gonna move into finding out what we're playing for next month. So Hip, you have the pick for the month of June. So how about you tell us what we're playing and why you chose it?
Oh, are you ready for
It's
this
for time.
heater? Are you ready for this heater I found?
Mm.
This game has been on my radar for like a month. It came out in April. It's been on my radar for like 2 months.
He's been talking about it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks so good. I cannot wait. It's Forbidden Solitaire.
Yeah.
It's
this
like a
is
very
exact opposite of what we've been playing.
it's like a horror dark fantasy game, but it's like, you know, those old like VHS like games where it had like live action parts. It's kind of made around that aesthetic of like the 1990s like early CD-ROM games.
Is it literally the card game? Just like Forbidden Solitaire?
Yes.
Yeah. I think it's just
It has a story.
From the TLDR of the story is you found a CD-ROM of Solitaire from the 90s and you're trying to uncover its secrets.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
This company has made a lot of very wacky games in this like
Is-
style, and I want to play them all now.
Is this the company that you sent me the one that you're like, this would be this is a rad song? Is it this company?
Yes.
Okay.
It's their newest game they're working on right now. It's called Please Insert Disc.
Well, that's an interesting choice. So Forbidden Solitaire, Lauren's very good at solitaire, but doesn't do well with horror games.
But
So we'll
everything,
see.
I don't know how, like, it's.
I don't know how horror it is.
I don't know
but
if you look at the trailer and stuff.
It looks weird from what I can see.
It looks
Look,
really
Yeah.
it looks
Ah.
really cool.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty
no, the
excited,
trailer's
though.
the trailer's like live action and some guy dressed as a wizard going
They're
to a
just throwing-
dungeon.
Yeah, it should be a nice like change of pace.
Yeah, it looks so good. When I was looking into it, this is a company of 2 guys making this game, by the way.
Nice. All right. Before we head out to the end of our podcast episode, is there anything you guys want to speak about Opus? Anything else that popped in your head?
Nope.
Yeah, no.
All right, Tunza, how about you take a picture of me so you can remember me forever and give me some plugs?
Thanks for watching this episode of Nerd Like Game Club. If you're new around here, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. We post first encounters, breakdowns, and long plays. So if you want to join the club, you can find our socials in the description.
On to the final credits. At the end of each episode, we just go around for a few minutes and talk about anything gaming or what we've been playing or just anything in general. So, do you guys have anything?
I reinstalled Borderlands 4 and they like finally fixed all the problems I was having when it first came out. So I've been having fun with that.
Are you
I
A lot
also
of
bought that,
CS2.
and it works for my computer.
Are you playing Borderlands just like on your own? Or do you plan on streaming it or anything?
Well, it's not a zombie game, so
Not you.
Oh yeah, no, I've just been playing it. I was thinking of just one day streaming it until I like finish the game or like until I beat the raid, like the first raid boss. But
How long's that campaign? Do you know?
well, speaking of, I started a new character. I'm 36. I have 36 hours in the game, and I'm like 40%, somewhere like 40% done with the game.
Win.
So I would say probably 40 hours to beat the game.
Yeah. How long
Yeah.
to beat has it clocked at 30?
Dan, how are your little Bobos?
He's abandoned them. They're dead.
I'll be honest, I
Wow.
haven't checked
Okay.
on them in like a week. I've been too distracted
Oh
with
my God.
Minecraft.
Oh, they're all dead.
Oh yeah, I've been playing a lot of Minecraft.
Yeah, I just made a trivia building where I'm gonna start holding trivia nights.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, where people can come and bet some money, some
Some
diamonds,
mine
or
dollars.
emeralds, whatever they want to bet me. If they get their question right, they double their item.
You'll be broke real fast.
Nah, they ain't gonna solve my question.
Do you have
He was talking about rigging it.
Oh
Wow.
I was like, he's gonna be like sports because I'm like,
Listen,
Yeah,
I
can one of the questions be what was Josh Allen's average?
Or something. I just wanted to make them like unbelievably hard, like something that you would really have to know that thing to know.
Oh,
Yeah, he was like,
like,
"Oh,
how
I'm gonna
is
make
that? Like,
I'm gonna
oh,
make
this
something
gonna make
almost
them a range.
impossible."
you should have one of the questions is what does Lauren call Wimby? Just
Who the
because
hell is
people don't
Wimby?
even know they don't know Lauren, and I'm sure the people we play with don't know who Wimby is. So.
Wimby.
I don't.
Oh
even know
my
who Wendy
God.
is.
Oh,
You
the
guys don't
basketball
know
player?
who Wimby is. Yes, the basketball player.
Oh, you could also ask them about
Oh.
the white mamba.
Yep. No, I was gonna do it in like categories, and then I was gonna have a wheel that spins, and then it lands on that category, and then I just pick one out of the list here.
It always lands
All
on
I
the same
have so far is
category.
Pokemon questions.
Oh, that's good. Just be always the same category, and it's always like super hard.
Here, this is
Just-
a great question since I just have this open already. What Pokemon region has the fewest routes?
I'm gonna say like Gen 4.
Okay, what region is that, my guy?
I don't think it'd be
I don't
Sinnoh.
care. Yeah, that's yeah. Is it, yeah.
it-
Okay, I feel
is
like
it
the
Kalos?
It's not Kalos.
important question.
Johto.
Well, I was gonna say for what Johto's the one that you also go back to Kanto, right? Is
Oh,
that
yeah, of
considered?
course.
Oh,
Are
yeah.
those routes considered together because it's in the one game?
well, he said what region?
What
not
region?
Region.
Okay.
It is not Johto. It is not Sinnoh. It is not Kalos. It's actually Paldea. It has absolutely 0 routes.
Oh.
None of those areas in the game
Are
are
considered
routes.
routes because it's an island.
Yes.
Which game's that one?
That's
Oh,
the
the
Scarlet
newest
and
one.
Violet.
Oh
That
yeah, I
that
guess
makes
that's the
sense.
newest one.
I wouldn't even have known.
Exactly.
We were talking about a completely different game at one point. I was like,
Ah.
it has 0 routes. What is it? It's like a spin-off.
Pokemon
Mystery
Stadium.
Dungeon. Yeah.
It has no
It's
routes.
just a
Pokemon
64
Ranger.
game. You don't even get to do anything. You just bat. There's not a route in that game.
Here's one that I asked Hip while he was on Minecraft. Besides Girafarig and Farigiraf, what other Pokemon name is a palindrome? There's 3 possible answers.
Tons if you don't know, that's the same spelled forward or back.
I don't know like half the Pokemon. Not I don't even know
Of them
a
are in
fourth of the
first
Pokemon.
gens. Gen 1, one's Gen 2. The other one's Gen 5, but we don't care about that one as much. But it is. Oh, okay.
You said
You
one
guys want to
is,
make guesses?
is Gen 1 is...
Very popular Pokemon. Probably one of Lauren's favorites.
Oh my God, it's one of my favorites.
Probably.
Must not be if I can't think of it.
No, okay.
All the ones that I'm thinking
It's
of are,
Eevee.
like-
Eevee? Yeah.
Eevee is one of them, yes.
all the things I was thinking of was like, you know, like the stupid ones, like Ekans backwards is snake.
Oh, yeah. Backwards come.
Yeah, backwards come.
The other one is Ho-Oh and then Alamomola.
Oh. Look, I
Ho
thought of-
oh.
Yeah, I was like,
Oh.
yeah.
There you go. There's some Pokemon trivia for you
There you go.
guys.
That's a great way
for the
to
podcast.
close the episode out.
See you next week for more trivia.
Yeah, we're gonna do that at the end every time now. It's just trivia.
We're
Yeah.
gonna start adding themes. Stay tuned for the answer.
I don't really have much in terms. I haven't done much of anything. I was sick for a few days, so I didn't really do anything. I started Expedition 33. I'm only like an hour in though, so I can't really talk
I
about
don't mind
it.
to play that.
But
You probably is it like a typical RPG where like that's an hour into that's probably still nothing.
I haven't
Or is it
really
more-
done much of anything. well, it's weird because like I could probably way further, but I'd talk to all the people that you can talk to up through that first hour. Just that's just how
Makes
I play
sense.
games. But the combat is very like dodge parry, even though it's turn based. It's very like important because like
Yeah.
in the in the very beginning, it's not really a spoiler or anything. So there's this mime like robot thing that ends up attacking you, and like if you don't dodge or parry it, it does like 30 damage to you every single time. And you have like 100 health.
Oh shit.
So like it will mess you up. And it has like a weird like charge system where like if you attack normal, you build up these charges, and then those charges are basically your MP, and that lets you do like your skills. And then once you fill up all the way after using your skills, you can use like an ultimate. It's very like odd system, but it's super fast, so it's kind of nice. But like I said, I've only done like 3 total battles, which one of them is literally teaching you like how to dodge. Like you don't attack in that battle, it's just like dodging. Like, hey, you need to learn this. So we'll see. But the story is pretty dark right off the rip, but I won't get into it yet. So I'll be playing that as we go here, but that's all I got. You guys have anything else? Lauren, anything?
Nope. I've still been
No.
watching Ace of the Diamond, so that's it.
I think we talked about Dead Rising last time, right?
Had you started it at that point?
I can't remember.
Wow.
If not, quick recap. I beat Dead Rising remake, and it was fun. It was a good time. And I'm on Resident Evil 4. I don't remember what we talked about last time.
Yeah, Tons is playing like a noob in Resident Evil 4. But only when people are watching. Apparently when no one's in his stream, he just cruises through.
No, I feel
everything.
like you guys joined, and I just started struggling real bad. And I was like, I have not had this problem the whole time, and then it was so simple. But last time I was just running immediately, so I didn't even understand how it worked. I panicked, guys. I'm stage fright.
All right. Well, that has been Opus Prism Peak. Let us know if you have played it or are going to play it or anything really. And we'll be back in a couple weeks with our short game. And then our long game for June is Forbidden Solitaire, which should be very interesting. But until then, we will see you guys in the next episode. Peace.
Bye bye.
Bye.